arrived at... Wait, hang on a minute. There we go, that's a better layout. Massive thanks to Ben Valdinger for suggesting me a new video editing software for me to use, which is similar to Premiere Pro. Anyways, we have arrived at the popular Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas for the running of the United States Grand Prix, the first of 2 North American races this season. Coming into this week, 3 teams have been making the headlines this week. The first team news of the day comes from Renault, as they have announced that 2-time pole sitter and 2019 BTCC champion Jesus Perinen will remain with the team for 2022. Jesus has had an amazing rookie season, with him still yet to achieve his first ever top class win. He currently lies 3rd in the Drivers' Championship, 23 points behind George Roque, and his team Renault lie 3rd in the Constructors, 21 points behind Mercedes. As mentioned, Jesus has had a brilliant rookie season, with him racking up 9 podiums and 2 pole positions. However, he is yet to achieve a win, which he is hoping to do in these remaining 5 races. He'll be looking to continue his impressive season into 2022 and hopes Renault will improve on all fronts to be consistent title contenders in 2022. The only question remaining at Renault is who will be his teammate, with Evan Byrne leaving the team at the end of the season to return to Red Bull. As we've known for a while, there are 2 drivers who are hot contenders for that second Renault seat. They are Alfa Romeo's Romain Quark and Aston Martin's Julius Anderson. Given the news that Jesus will be retained by the team, it looks like Roman and Julius will be fighting it out to see who will partner alongside Jesus for 2022. It'll be fascinating to see who comes out on top. The second team news of today comes from Red Bull, as after so much speculation, they have announced that 5-time race winner George Roque will remain with the team for 2022. George has had a mixed return to Red Bull with some good and bad moments throughout the season. He currently lies 4th in the Drivers' Championship, 23 points behind Jesus Perinen, and his team Red Bull currently lead the Constructors' Championship by 67 points ahead of Mercedes. For a while it was unknown whether George will remain at Red Bull or not, as a result of a shaky season the Brit has had. However, as a result of both Rahul Patel and Jesus Perinen being retained by their current teams, it gave George a lifeline to be retained by the team for another season. George will be looking to finish the season strongly and will be looking to have a better 2022 season, with him hoping to win his first world title. He'll partner alongside Evan Byrne, with Red Bull returning to the lineup they had at the last 4 races of 2006 as a result of Franco Gamba announcing back at the Portuguese Grand Prix that he will be retiring from the top class at the end of the season, with him hoping to leave the top class as champion before he hopefully heads off to another series. The final team news of the day comes from AlphaTauri, as they have announced that 2009 world champion Miklos Gal will remain with the team for next season. Miklos has had a very tricky season as a result of this season's AlphaTauri going backwards compared to last season. He currently lies 17th in the Drivers' Championship, tied with Welshman Jamie Griffiths, and his team AlphaTauri lie 9th in the Constructors, 3 points behind Alfa Romeo and 4 points ahead of Williams. Miklos joined AlphaTauri in 2021 expecting a challenge. However, I think it is fair to say he didn't expect this sort of challenge, with AlphaTauri having one of the slowest cars on the grid, with the Honda engine papering over the cracks when it comes to power circuits. He has had a high this season, which came at Monaco, where he got the team's 2nd ever podium, being known as AlphaTauri. Miklos will be hoping the team has a better season in 2022 and hopes AlphaTauri can move from the back of the grid to be in regular point scoring challenges again next season. And that is it for this week's edition of the GP4OC News. The next team news will break at the Mexican Grand Prix next week, who will be announced due to practice next week at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City.